What's going on, guys? So I wanted to record this video inside the grocery store, but I don't have another person with me that will record me while I'm talking about the food. And if I went in with the camera and I want to talk about food and people are staring at me, I think that it's gonna be pretty much awkward. So I just said, let me sit in the car, I'll talk about the food and just overlay whatever I recorded in the grocery store. So we're gonna get started and talk about the foods that I think that are really high in volume and low in calories when it comes to fats and carbs. So the first thing will be white potatoes, and in my opinion white potatoes are the most filling carb sources, and I prefer white potatoes than sweet potatoes because like when you get 100 grams of white potato and 100 grams of sweet potato, sweet potato will have 10 grams carbs more than the regular white potato. And another thing that I do when I get white potatoes is, for example, if I'm gonna eat 300 grams of white potatoes today, instead of getting 300 gram big white potato, I'll usually go and get like 4 or 5 small white potatoes that are equal to 300 grams, and this will trick your mind into thinking that you're eating more but you're not really. So try that out and let me know in a future video if that helped you out. Second thing will be vegetables. Spinach, lettuce, your best friends. You can get the iceberg lettuce or the Romanian lettuce, chop them up, add the spinach to it, mix it all together, add some chicken, maybe some meat, maybe some tuna, any vegan product, substitute meat that you can use, whatever you like, mix it all together, add some dressing. You will get a really high volume salad, and it's basically really filling and you are not getting a lot of calories. You're basically getting like minimal carbs and some protein if you're adding something to it. Next thing will be, when it comes to fruits, I think strawberries are the most filling type of fruit that you can ever get, because per 100 grams you get like 8 grams of carbs, which is not a lot. And what I usually like to do is get the strawberries, cut them up, add some sweetener on top of that, and it makes it a really nice snack to have. Or sometimes I'll use it in my shakes. When I put them in the blender, I'll add a scoop of whey protein to that, some ice, some water or some milk, and just blend it up, and it will make it into a nice protein fluff. Next thing will be low-fat peanut butter. If you love your peanut butter like me, I think everyone loves peanut butter, but you're on a low-fat diet and you really love eating peanut butter and you want to eat that every day, you can go for the lower fat version, and it will save you like 3 to 4 grams of fat, which might not look like a lot, but it does really help you at the end of the day when you're tracking your macros and you're on a low-fat diet. And on a low-fat peanut butter, usually you'll have like 3 to 4 grams of carbs extra than the usual peanut butter, and this is what you're gonna get if you want to go for the lower fat version. That pretty much goes for everything when it comes to dressings and all of that. If it's really low in fat, it's gonna be a little bit high in carb, because there's something that has to go up and something has to go down. Next thing will be diet soda. Diet soda is your best friend when you are dieting, and some people hate drinking diet soda because they're afraid from the aspartame and all of that it can cause cancer. But in my opinion, if you're drinking like a really stupid amount of diet soda, then yes, it can cause some problems in your body. But in my opinion, if you don't really drink it a lot in a day, like maybe a maximum 2 cans a day, then you're fine. But if you're drinking like 3 to 4 liters of like diet soda a day, then maybe you're gonna have some problems later on in the future. So next thing will be hot sauce. Hot sauce is the goat when you're dieting because it adds flavor and it doesn't have any calories, and it only has like some sodium. And hot sauce, you can add it to anything. You can add it to your salads, you can add it to your chicken, maybe to your tuna. I think adding hot sauce to your tuna is gross, and I love adding hot sauce to my eggs. Some people think adding hot sauce to your eggs is gross, so I don't know if it's only me. Maybe you love doing that. If you do, leave a comment and let me know if you love doing that or not. But a lot of people think adding hot sauce to your eggs is really gross. So hot sauce, go for it. Next thing, low calorie dressings. If you really eat a lot of salads and you love adding some dressing to that, I don't really eat a lot of salads right now, so that's why I don't use the dressings, but I'm gonna share this with you guys because I think it's really important to use lighter version when it comes to dressings, because you can save a ton of fats when you use the lighter version of that dressing. And for example, when you get the Thousand Island, the regular one will have like maybe 12 to 15 grams of fat per serving, versus the lighter version which will save you like 5 to 6 or maybe more grams of fat when you use the lighter one. And to be honest, when it comes to the dressings, the serving is really small. People like really underestimate it, because sometimes I'll go out, a guy will get a salad and thinking that it's healthy, and he will add a dressing to it which is like that much, and he ends up adding like 40 grams of fat to the salad, and he thinks that this is healthy, but it's not. If you really love dressing, go for the lighter version. It will save you a lot of fat, but it will add a little bit of carbs, because as I said before, when something goes down, something has to go up. The next thing will be sugar-free ketchup. If you really love ketchup like me and you want to save some carbs and you're on a low carb diet, I don't personally use sugar-free ketchup right now, because I can still use the regular ketchup and I'm fine with that. But sugar-free ketchup, per serving you're getting like 1.8 grams of carbs, and when you get the regular ketchup you're getting like 5 grams of carbs per serving. So if you really use a lot, and by a lot I mean maybe like 4 to 5 servings of ketchup, then you should probably go for the low sugar kind. Me, I don't use the low sugar kind because I don't use like 5 servings. I use maximum like 2 servings a day when I want to eat some potatoes and chicken, and that's like 10 grams of carbs, and I'm fine with that. That's just personal preference. But if I'm using 4 to 5 servings or even more, then I'll probably switch to the low sugar kind. So that's a tip for you if you love using a ton of ketchup in your day. Next thing will be sugar-free syrups. So if you are a guy that eats oatmeal and love adding syrup to that, or maybe some pancakes, you can go for the low calorie kind, which is sugar free. You get like 5 grams of carbs from one serving from a sugar free syrup, versus the regular one which will have like 25 grams just from one serving. Or maybe you can go for the Walden Farms sugar free syrup that has no calories at all, but the thing is it's really expensive. So in my opinion, just go for the normal low calorie sugar free one which has like 5 grams of carbs per serving if you want to save some money. The next thing, and this will be the last thing, if you really love eating cereal and you want some high volume cereal, in my opinion you can have puffed rice, puffed wheat, or puffed kamut. Those 3 kinds are really high in volume, but the only thing that's really bad about it is that it doesn't have any flavor. And that's the only thing bad about it, that it doesn't have flavor. But like if you really want to have it, what I usually do is get Greek yogurt or normal yogurt, add like a scoop of whey protein to that, some Splenda, mix it all together, put in the puffed rice, puffed wheat, whatever you want. I use puffed rice, that's what I have at home. And doing the Greek yogurt or regular yogurt with your whey protein and Splenda mix adds a ton of flavor to that. So you guys can try that out if you want to. Really adds a lot of volume. And you know what, I just throw it on the screen right now while I'm talking, and just compare how much volume you get from puffed rice and your regular cereal. Like I'm comparing right now the oat crisps and your puffed rice, and you guys can see that you get a ton more volume out of the puffed rice than the regular oat crisps cereal. So that's gonna be it for the video, guys. Hope that you guys enjoyed it and hope that you got something out of it. I know the video is pretty much long, so sorry about that. But if you enjoyed this video, please make sure to drop this video a like, because it really helps out the channel more than what you think. Leave a comment down below if you want me to make a special video for you in the future, or if you have any questions that you want to ask me. Click on the subscribe button if you really enjoyed this video and you're looking forward to the videos that will be coming in the future. So yeah, that's basically it, and I'll see you guys in the next video.